Call the meeting to order, announce the time, it's 17:33. We need a roll call.
Yeah,
Okay, take your time.
briefly.
Just relax.
From there.
So would you say the time was 5:33?
17:33, yeah.
Okay, Downing,
Yes,
Hobart,
Yes.
Jensen, McConnell,
Yes.
Mekas, Atkins,
Yes.
Schwint.
Yes.
all right. Consent calendar. Ask the board to consider motions adopting the consent calendar as presented.
Motion to approve.
Second. Are we being efficient?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's going well so far.
okay, thank you.
Good job, Rick.
Thanks. Any discussion?
A second.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, so I have a question on this. For the items on there, is our vote here that we're signing off on that list of policies that were included in the bulleted item from there? I guess those came in as
That's
a
step
PDF.
3, yeah, that's later and we can discuss it, but, yeah, I mean, if you read them all,
Yeah, so, okay, because we just received those 5 days ago, and it's
Right.
110 pages.
Yeah, I know.
So I want to I guess that's what I'm trying to understand, is what is the vote in the affirmative here? Is it that we've reviewed and do not have any issue with those policies? Or is it just that we've received them?
Yeah, if you want to bring up an issue to make changes to certain policies, then you bring it up during the section of the agenda that refers to board information.
Okay.
So at that point, it would be added to the agenda for the next meeting.
Okay. All right, I just wanted to make sure we weren't kind of
glossing over
affirming
stuff.
that, just, yeah, because I haven't had a chance to review all.
I think to answer your question, I mean, it says, Chair asks board to consider motion adopting consent calendar as presented or as amended. So to me, that means that you're saying yay or nay to everything that's listed here.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
So you can make motions to change the minutes if anything's incorrect.
Right.
But we don't have any authority, I'm sorry, the board doesn't have any authority to make changes to the policies. We
Right.
can just add that to the meeting for next month if we want to talk about it.
Okay, so guys, procedurally for me, I'm okay with the minutes. I have not thoroughly reviewed all the policies, so I'm not okay just voting yes.
Well, you can say
If this, yes, understood. I just want to make sure, if this is just, do I need to wait till later and make an amendment to the calendar to put those policies on next month?
Yeah, so if you vote yes on the consent calendar, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're approving what was submitted.
Okay.
You're just saying, yeah, we accept it that it's been submitted.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and here in step 2, when you have a discussion, it's saying, like, the general orders are adopted as presented only, they can't be amended by CPRB.
Right.
And, yeah, you can only make suggestions for changes to the general order.
And-
Yeah, if further info is needed, it should be added to the next meeting.
So that's where, that's what I need right there, so that it would be in that step where I can ask for additional time and we can push those to, perfect. Thank you.
Alrighty, step 3, ask the staff for roll call.
All right, Hobart,
Yes.
Jensen, McConnell,
Yes.
Mekas,
The consent calendar.
Atkins,
Yes.
Schwint,
Yes.
Yes.
Downing.
Item number 3, new business. Any item here, any new items must be added to the next meeting. That's what we're discussing. Okay, discuss the procedures and how the board is to respond to media inquiries. Who brought that up?
collected.
It was a, I had a request, and so then I reached out to Connie, and Connie gave me the contacts of everybody's. I think Melissa last time said she had a request as well.
So did I.
And so
So
the
did I.
question is sort of, what is the procedure for us? Do we send them back to somebody at the city? Do we say, you know, I don't know if the city has a communications director. I'm not sure the protocol for that, or is it, right, legal will provide input? I just want to know what our process and procedures are for that.
I don't think there is a protocol. I don't think we've ever had one.
Yeah, I mean, I ignored mine. I mean, I didn't say anything or email them back or anything.
Well, when I got called, they thought I was still the chair. And, you know, I told them I can't speak for the board. I can only give my opinion. And I gave them Melissa's number since she was the new chair. And that's probably the easiest thing to do, is just to, you know, refer it to Melissa or whoever's the chair at that point.
Yeah.
I think having some consistency will be helpful.
Right.
In a previous role I held at a different city, there was a protocol and process for that, so that's why I was asking, assuming we had
And what was
something
that?
here.
What was
And
that?
that was that we sent them to their communications director, and then that person took it from there, right? So I don't know if we want to send it to the chair always, or, sorry, Melissa was sitting there last time.
No, that's
so
okay.
anyway, right, I don't want to just ignore folks. I feel like if they reach out, we should respond, but that doesn't mean my response is an answer to their question. It's a, here's who you can contact to get a comment about this issue from the city. So trying to figure out, I think it would be good practice if we had a process or protocols around that.
Yeah, we could draft like a standard message and refer back
Yep.
to the chair. And we all just copy and paste the standard message.
Or even just who do we send the inquiries to?
Yeah,
Right,
because I
so-
always assumed it was the chair since I
So
did
did
one.
I. I mean, she's
But
the one
Melissa
that-
said last time it was any one of us, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they can
Right?
send it to
Yeah.
me because they got all our names.
Yep,
you know, but
absolutely.
We don't have to, we can just, like she said, send it right to the chair.
So any immediate inquiries for the work that we're doing will be sent to the chair? Is that what we're doing?
Pat, you have any?
Yeah, I don't think there's a written policy or procedure. We've never, you know, even talked about it in the past. My personal feeling is I think you should say, well, we'll talk about it as a board at the next meeting, and then you talk about it, and then Melissa can be or whoever the chair
spokesperson.
is, the spokesperson to respond.
That's what we'll do.
But whether that, you know, requires an amendment to your procedures or the bylaws, I don't know, not necessarily.
Yeah, should. Poor Melissa ain't here, is she?
That's what happens.
That happens, yes. Any other discussions on it?
No, I agree. It'd be great to have some sort of
That's the
policy
way.
procedure in
Yep.
place, yeah.
Alrighty, old business. Community forum discussion. Staff will hand out community forum agenda at the meeting.
This one. We need one, don't you? Thank you. Oh, this one right here.
Alright.
I think the last forum we had, one of the people who attended said they hadn't realized that they could have written their questions, that there would be a response. So I don't know if we want to say that only outside, people who can't attend could send in their questions, or if that's for everybody, because not that we have everybody, our spouses come and that's about it. But I think that that should be open to everybody, even those who attend. They might be shy about asking a question, and
Sure.
So Pat, that's a question. If you guys are wanting to talk back and forth in the forum, because I guess normally it's just, there aren't really questions that are asked. It invites you to share your views, but if there was questions going back and forth, are there any issues that you know of with open meeting law and items not noticed? That's something Kelly and I were talking about today.
No, I don't have a concern with that.
Okay.
I think a lot of the questions that are asked at the meeting are directed to the
To the
chief,
chief.
Right,
yeah.
not to the board.
okay.
Yeah, the last meeting, he pretty much was the meeting. Yeah. And this, I won't be there at this forum. I'll be in San Diego that week, so.
Oh, we feel bad for you, Ricky.
I know, it's tough. The weather's still good in October in San Diego.
Do we, on this flyer, do we just need to add that when they submit their questions, they have to give us their name and mailing address too?
I think we did last time, didn't we? Yeah.
It says that on the news release, but I didn't see it. Like if somebody only saw this
This. Yeah.
form here, or this handout, this nice, I don't know what you would call it,
Yeah.
We usually have a
poster,
Little
flyer,
flyer,
yeah. I think maybe we just want to make sure that they know they have
Yeah,
to
they did
submit
last
that.
time.
Yeah, we had a sign-in sheet also,
Yeah,
didn't we?
when if they come by themselves, yeah, they got to sign
If they're
it.
attending, and then when they
Right,
ask
but this
the
says if you
question-
want to submit it,
Uh-huh.
it doesn't tell them if they submit the question or the comment that they have to include their name and mailing
Yeah.
address. Whereas in the others, it does say that. I was just wondering if they only were to see this flyer, would we want to make sure they know that before they send something in?
That's up to you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, it should be.
You make the decision.
Yeah, that should be.
I just write it down.
Yes, it should be. That should be part of the flyer.
So what do you want it to say?
Well, just like it says in the news release, you've written in the news release, I think, be sure to include your full name and address as submissions are public. So you have that written on the news release, it
Right.
just isn't on the flyer.
Wonder, yeah, that's, comes from communications, so.
Yeah, those guys.
Oh, and also then, this says, if you are unable to attend, submit items you would like addressed during the forum. And I thought we were going to open that up then and say people who are there could submit questions in
Sure.
writing.
Yeah.
So that needs to be changed.
So if they come, you're saying if they come in person and they choose to write their question down in lieu of saying it out loud, asking it out loud,
Who are they gonna give it to, though? The question.
Oh. Well, they're given to the, I think they're given to the chair.
I think they
For
need
the-
to, go ahead, sorry.
For the ones who haven't been there.
No, I meant, if they're there and they wanna write the question down instead of getting up and saying it, who they give it to the chief, to the,
Oh, if they don't, I think they should stand up and ask it.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and we've only had one person do that, but I think the last forum, we only had 3 people who weren't related to the board.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much, you know, it's like we were saying, you know, if there ain't something on the public's mind, you know, related to the police and this board, you're not gonna get a lot of, no. But if there was something going on, well, by God, it'd be packed. So, all right,
So what do you want it to say?
what's that?
This part?
Oh. You may submit items you would like addressed
To the board?
in writing.
Mhm.
So get rid of if you are unable to attend in person.
Right.
And then you want it to just say you can submit items you would like addressed during the forum.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, then does that sound like they have to submit them in advance and they can't come and just ask the questions while they're there? I think that's
Yeah.
confusing.
Yeah, I
And
would
could
keep it
cause some
like it was.
confusion.
Yeah, I think I'd just keep it where it was.
I mean, because they, if I'm understanding, they can do it two ways, right? They can either submit something by September 30th via this email address,
If they're not gonna be
or
there.
they can come and then
then
they can
address it.
come up and address
Yeah, I
the
think
question
that-
or comment with
I think
us.
it's the way it is, the way it was at the beginning is the best way.
Is that, and that's the way they can do it, is that right? I'm just
Right.
checking, yeah?
And I guess my understanding of the question was, if somebody comes and they're too uncomfortable to verbally ask the question of the board, could they hand a written question instead of saying it out loud?
Yeah.
But
That's
then
what
I
she's-
thought I heard you say that your preference is that they get up and speak.
I think the first one is what I would prefer.
That they have the ability to be there in person and hand a written question
Right.
to the board
Right.
to be addressed rather than read it out, and maybe have a board member read it out.
Yeah, just have a board member read it out.
Yeah.
I mean, they can do that. I don't think
We
need
could
to-
tell those folks that
Yeah, we could just tell
come
them that
if
if
they
they're there.
wanted to do
Yeah,
that.
if they don't want to
could.
get up, they can just handwrite them. Yeah, we don't have to put that on there. So just keep it at the original.
Leave it as
Yeah.
is, okay.
So then do you think we'll make an announcement then there to
Right.
let people
Yeah,
write
that
out?
would
And
be-
should we have paper and pen or something there to
Yeah,
allow
we'll
them?
have to do that. Have little sheets of paper there or whatever. Is that okay, Connie?
It's your studio.
I ain't gonna be there. It's gonna be your studios.
Is this getting posted any, like, where is this?
It
being-
will be.
Okay.
Yeah, like usual, because this is my first one.
Yeah.
I've never been to any, so, but yeah, it'll be whatever was done in the past will be done again.
And it also depends if it's a question for the chief. He's been very willing to stand up and
Yeah, I mean, he
And
said
talk.
that last
Yeah.
meeting too. He goes, I'm more than happy to.
If it's a legal question, Pat will be there. A reluctant smile.
Well, I mean, I can't give anybody legal advice.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
if there's a,
No,
a legal type question that I'm comfortable answering, I sure will. But,
okay.
yeah, I won't speak for the board.
No.
So we'll post these flyers around and then this gets a general public,
And it's on
News release.
Channel 4,
Yeah.
Iowa City. Yep.
got it.
Any other discussion? Okay, we'll move on.
So if you're good with, doing question and answer, on the agenda then, item number 4, the public discussion with Community Police Review Board, do we need to add, at the end, on policies, practices, and procedures?
Well, yes, if you, I mean, I don't, public discussion, I mean, they can discuss whatever they want. But you can put that on there if you want. Any nays or yays on that?
I think yes, because it's on the flyer.
Okay.
And so that's the whole purpose.
Okay, then put
So I
that on.
think
Yep.
so.
Perfect. All right, should we move along? Public comment, item number 5, is there any public in here? No. All right, item number 6, board information.
Yeah, I have 2
Okay, yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead, yep, go ahead.
new information for next board meeting.
Okay,
And if I can remember what I said. One was, I was just curious why in the police cameras that we watch, why the police officers' faces are blotted out, but when people who haven't been charged yet, their faces are visible. And I just was curious about that.
you know what?
Well, it has to go on next agenda, it can't be discussed here.
Oh. I thought
And,
we could-
and the other one was that Chief 2 times ago, had suggested giving him time to report rather than just sitting there answering questions, but giving him a block of time in which he could make reports on new policies and what was going on, new information. And I didn't see that on the schedule, so I think we should talk about that.
I think we resolved that in the consent calendar, that he was gonna speak during the consent calendar
Right.
if he had anything. I believe
Is that what it was? Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So during the consent calendar at the beginning there, when you approve, that's when he'll say anything if he needs to.
Right, but, yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Mhm, it is.
But we'll keep it on there and then remind you, we can remind him. And then your question, you want it for the next,
Yeah, I guess I was just wanting to get a better understanding of the policy review process of the board, because that was a long list of policies, and just understand how the timing and expectation works for signing off on those.
okay. Perfect.
Oh, yes,
Okay,
I
good.
think so.
Item number 7, staff information. You got any information for us?
Other than next time, we'll talk about how we're gonna redo the distribution of the packets.
Okay.
Streamline it
Is that
a
gonna be on
bit.
the, is that gonna be on the new items?
Well, it'll be in the staff
Okay,
information.
all right. I didn't know if you wanted it on there. Okay, item number 8, tentative meeting schedule and future agendas. October 8th, is everybody good for October 8th? Okay. 16th, I will not be there for the forum.
Yeah, I'm good
Okay,
with the
we're good?
16th.
Okay, no conflicts? Okay, we need a motion to change the dates? No, we don't need to. Okay, staff needs to roll call.
I think that's if you had to change dates.
Oh, okay, so we're good.
Yeah.
Item number 9, executive session. Pause.
I so moved.
Stop the thing.
Thank you. Yep.
Yes.
Thank you.
Me too.
I'll second.
Okay, move to executive session.
I so move.
Second.
Roll call. Aye.
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 All in favor? Right.
Yes, there we go.
Okay, good. And we're gonna start at 17:57.
Is,
Okay, need to adjourn to regular session, and it was 6:20. Who moved?
Colette,
To regular, I
Colette,
did.
yep, and then
Jerry.
Jerry. Okay, now we need to set the level of, for the review complaint of 2405, and we set it at 887B1A.
Who made the motion?
I make a motion.
Jerry made it.
Right.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 We can adjourn, correct?
To make a motion, right?
Yeah.
You did.
You make a motion to adjourn?
I
Second.
second it, yep. Yay!
Everybody watch the debate.
All in favor?
Aye.
I thought we did that.
Mm-mm.